Thank you all for attending Iskcon Scarborough 10th Annual Jagannath Festival at Milliken Park. So our first speaker today is Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. Chaitanya Charan is a monk, mentor, and spiritual author. He has done his electronics and telecommunications engineering from the Government College of Engineering, Pune. He subsequently served as a software engineer in a prominent multinational software corporation. He also secured 2,350 out of 2,400 in GRE, gaining the top rank in Maharashtra. Seeing the prevalent problems of stress, depression, addiction, and overall misdirection, all caused by a lack of spirituality, he felt inspired to dedicate his life to the cause of sharing the spiritual wisdom of the Bhagavad-Gita under the aegis of Iskcon, which is the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. He travels all over the world, from Australia to America, giving talks on spiritual subjects in universities such as Princeton, Harvard, Stanford, and Cambridge, as well as companies such as Intel, Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. He is the author of the world's only Gita daily feature, wherein he writes daily a 300-word inspirational reflection on a verse from the Bhagavad-Gita. Till now, he has written over 1,700 Gita meditations that are posted on www.gitadaily.com and are read through daily feeds by thousands from all over the world. He also answers questions by seekers on his site, www.thespiritualscientist.com, where his over 3,500 audio answers and several hundred articles are available. His articles have been published in many national newspapers, including Indian Express, Economic Times, and Times of India in the Speaking Tree column. His writings in English have been translated into several foreign languages, including German, Chinese, and Romanian, and several Indian languages, including Kannada, Telugu, Bengali, Hindi, and Marathi. He is a member of Iskcon's leading intellectual body, the Shastric Advisory Council, and is the associate editor of Iskcon's global magazine, Back to Godhead. He is an author of 25 books.
So without further ado, we will ask Chaitanya Charan Prabhu to give her a few words.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much everyone for participating in this beautiful festival, and I'm honored to be here also. The first time I'm participating in Rathayatra, not just in Canada but in North America. So participate in Australia and in UK, but here for the first time. So the Jagannath Rathayatra is primarily a festival that commemorates the loving bond that unites humanity with divinity. The chariot in which we have the deities of the Lord being pulled, they represent how God Himself comes out to associate with, to integrate with, to make Himself accessible to humanity. We all seek meaning, purpose, and fulfillment in life. And the Bhagavad-Gita describes that among all the things that can give us meaning and purpose and fulfillment, it is becoming a part of something bigger than ourselves. It is offering ourselves to a cause that is far bigger than our own personal gratification. That will give us the greatest fulfillment. So this festival is a festival of bhakti. Bhakti involves two primary dimensions which are both displayed in the Rathayatra. Bhakti involves connection and contribution. So devotional service is what is the English translation of Bhakti Yoga. So connection is we connect with a higher source within so that we can replenish ourselves, so that we can strengthen ourselves. And that is where meditation, prayer, yoga, chanting, all these come together. So we need to connect with that inner source. But bhakti is not about turning away from the world to connect to that inner source. Rather, that connection is meant to help us turn toward the world with a greater purpose. And that is where the role of contribution comes in. So the connection with the Lord can happen even when we visit the temples. But the contribution to raising human consciousness, that happens when the Lord comes out and when we have processions like this, where the spiritual sound vibrations, they sanctify and uplift the entire atmosphere. They create uplifting vibes in the environment that radiate and permeate into the human heart at both conscious and subconscious levels. And it is this festival wherein we both establish an inner connection and enhance our outer contribution. That has been the living legacy of the Bhakti Yoga tradition. The Jagannath Rathayatra festival has been going on for millennia in India in a place called Jagannath Puri. And Srila Prabhupada, who was the greatest exponent of Bhakti Yoga in modern times, he globalized this festival. He started it first time in San Francisco in 1968, and since then it has spread all over the world, from Boston to Belgrade to Brisbane, from Dublin to Dubai to Durban, in thousands of places all over the world. Every year this festival is celebrated, and the festival shares the bond of love that is ultimately meant to unite all of us as one family in the shelter of the divine. So we pray and offer our best wishes that through the inner connection that we establish, we all can enhance our outer contributions in our society, in our family, and in the world at large. We are facing increasing wars, sectarianism, and environmental apocalypse. And the thing that is needed the most to deal with these problems at their root is a raising of human consciousness. And that is what is offered by the Rathayatra festival, where through a joyful communion with the divine, by beholding his form, by pulling his chariot with not just the labor of our hands, but with the love of our hearts, we all can raise our consciousness and thus become a part of the solution in our troubled world. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for that beautiful message. Actually, we can take home that we are very fortunate to able to hold that rope of Lord Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra, as Prabhu was explaining, not with our hands, but with love from our heart. So what a wonderful message. So thank you, Prabhu, very much for that. So our next guest is Kanapati Logan. Thank you for coming. I will be doing the introduction.
Mr. Logan Kanapati. In the 2018 general election, Canadian politician Logan Kanapati won a seat in the Ontario Legislative Assembly. He is a member of the Ontario Progressive Conservative Party and serves as the representative for the Markham-Thornhill district. He is dedicated to serving Markham-Thornhill and its incredibly diverse community in his capacity as MPP. He also collected personal protective equipment and food donations for locals in need during the COVID-19 outbreak. He has been a lifelong public servant and is still giving back to the area. So thank you for all the services you provide for our district.
Good afternoon and namaskar and Jai Krishna, and thank you all coming today for this wonderful occasion to celebrate the 10th annual Jagannath festival, and I'm happy to join by Guru came from all the way to India, and Prabhu, and you delivered you convey the wonderful message. It's a very important for not only for the COVID time or post-pandemic time, and this is a message humanity here, and this is how we build a compassionate society, not only in Canada, all over the world. Also, I'd like to thank Jaya, thank you for your kind introduction, and I know Jaya, when I'm doing the campaign and she pop up and she passionately talking about politics, I was wondering, how come a young girl with the passionate about Canadian politics, public life. It's not a politics, it's not a politics. Politics is participation in this democratic process, and thank you for your leadership. I also like to thank the President, Devi Turka, and thank you, Tuaraga, Sevyaka, they told me the Tuaraga, for your leadership. You know, when you come to the humanity, we need a more woman perspective, you know, it's not only man perspective, we need a diverse perspective, the gender perspective, and Turka is always bring the perspective, along with lots of board of directors, and Vijay is here, and my friend, from last year, before the COVID, and we met him, I told him, definitely we're going to meet this 10th annual Jagannath Festival. I'm not going to speak long, I had to say a couple of words before I read the message. I did bring the message from our Premier Doug Ford and India Cabinet, India Caucus. This is a festival is very important to us. You know that this organization, this festival bring the people together. You could see the people from all walk of life. Look at the young, seniors, and middle age, and all walk of life. This is how you build a community. You know, pandemic did teach so many things for us. Pandemic shouldn't teach all these things. What is the Prabhu Swami was saying is a pandemic teaches so many things to us, you know, how we have to live our life, how we can put the life together, how we can bring the humanity together. The pandemic did taught us how we can love one another. You know, when you say love, we have to practice. You know, it's not just a word. When you say love, and when not more than love, when you have to, how you can help one another. So pandemic teaches not only love, respect one another, not help one another, more than anything else, you have to lift one another. That's what we learned from the COVID. Now we are in the post-pandemic time, but still we haven't get out of the COVID. That's why our government is fighting so hard to build so many public health infrastructure, especially hospital, ICU, the long-term care, seniors home. We're still fighting for to rescue our Ontarian from the COVID and the other diseases. And thank you for inviting me. And so I had to say one thing in my closing. And so this Hare Krishnas, all these spiritual things, all the Jagannath is not only teaching the spiritual, more than the spiritual. They go beyond the boundary. They helping the at-risk youth, helping the seniors, how we can get out of the loneliness, how we can get out of their isolated life. And you know, this pandemic, we see in the mental health is rising, and we have to, you know, it's a psychologist, psychiatry alone, or the family doctors can alone rescue them. The organization like this, the seniors helping seniors, youth helping youth, the Jagannath organization helping one another. These are the great things you could do to help the people to out of the isolation, out of the mental health. And thank you for all the compassionate things you are doing, and wish you all the best. And now I am going to read my greeting from the government. On behalf of the legislature of Ontario I'm pleased to extend my sincere congratulations to Iskcon Scarborough on the occasion of your 10th annual Jagannath Festival. It is my great pleasure to extend my congratulations and best wishes to Iskcon Scarborough on the occasion of the 2022 annual Jagannath Festival. I would like to comment your work is not only educate people in the practice of spiritual life, but also to bring people together to live simpler, more natural way of life. Thank you to all members, founders, donors, and volunteers for their support and diligently working to make the events such a success. I look forward to seeing you grow and success in the year to come. But signed by Logan Kanapati, Member of Parliament for Province from Markham, Thorndale, but I do present on behalf of our Honorable Premier Doug Ford and entire Cabinet and the caucus. Thank you so much, Andre. I will ask President and Board of Directors you want to come and accept the certificate.
Thank you, Mr. Kanapati.
So thank you very much, Mr. Logan, for your wonderful message. We're looking forward to get more help and support from our government. So our next guest was supposed to be Cynthia Lee, but unfortunately she will not be able to make it here today. So she sent one of her representative, Miss Denise Yan, and Miss Denise Yan will be reading the message that Cynthia Lee sent for us today. So Jaya will also introduce Miss Cynthia.
So, Cynthia Lai, as the councillor for Ward 23 Scarborough North, Councillor Cynthia Lai brings a breadth of expertise, a record of accomplishment, and a history of service to the community. As a prominent member of the community, Councillor Lai has won numerous honors and awards. Councillor Lai, a resident of Ward 23, moved to Toronto from Hong Kong in 1972 and has been here ever since. As an entrepreneur, educator, role model, and team player, Cynthia enjoys connecting, meeting, helping, and advancing people. She has demonstrated her passion and experience in bringing people together. Her 3 tenets in life are work hard, live well, and give back. So please, Miss Denise Yan, can you come to the stage to speak on behalf of Miss Cynthia Lai? Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you for inviting Councillor Cynthia Lai to this important event, and thank you for the kind introduction. Because Mayor John Tory is visiting this home ward of Councillor Lai, and she cannot make it today here, but she asked me to bring all of you her greetings. Here's is the greeting. On behalf of the City of Toronto, I'm exceedingly delighted to extend my warmest welcome to members, families, friends, and people from all walks of life attending International Society for Krishna Consciousness Scarborough, the 10th Annual Jagannath Festival being held today at this Milliken Park. The festival is objective is to enhance intercultural connectivity and to promote multicultural understanding, harmony, appreciation, and peace by promoting a family-friendly environment with authentic vegetarian food. The festival also includes workshops with diverse assortment of activities for the entire family, like yoga, wellness, meditation, music, art, dance, and cooking. I take this opportunity to thank Durada Devi Dashi, the members and volunteers for organizing this wonderful grand event. My very best wishes for good health and happiness. Signed by Cynthia Lai, Toronto City Councillor, Ward 23, Scarborough North. Though Councillor Lai cannot make it today, to show her support, she's prepared a personal check and would like to make a donation to the temple. Thank you. Have a great event.
So thank you, Denise, for actually reading the message of Cynthia Lynn. Now, our other guest should have been Raymond Cho, but because of unfortunate circumstance, he cannot make it here today, but he actually sent a message which we will read to you guys.
Raymond Cho is a Canadian politician, MPP, and has been the Province of Ontario's Minister of Elders and Accessibility since June 29, 2018. He has served as a Provincial Parliament MPP member since 2016 and is a member of the Progressive Conservative Party, PC. He was unable to attend today, so he sent Iskcon Scarborough a little message for us to read. Dear Iskcon Scarborough Council members, thank you very much for inviting me to the 10th annual Jagannath Festival. Regrettably, I will not be able to attend due to scheduling conflict. I am, however, very grateful for your kind invitation and send my sincere regards and best wishes for a successful event. I want to take this opportunity to recognize the objective of this festival of promoting multicultural understanding, appreciation, harmony, and peace. I wish everyone in attendance a great time at this year's event. Sincerely, Mr. Raymond Cho, the MPP of Scarborough North. Thank you.
So that's the end of our VIP guests and their messages. So we're going to be diving straight into our program, which I hope everybody will enjoy. Our first item on the program is a presentation of the Iskcon Toronto Sunday Fun School children. Jai is going to introduce them. But remember, we have our book tables, we have our sumptuous prasadam, Jagannath prasadam. Make sure you go and have some look at our book tables and enjoy the rest of the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Mother Dwarka. Krishna Fun School at Iskcon Hare Krishna Temple, Toronto has a range of exciting activities for children aged 3 to 17 years. In addition to following a curriculum which is based on the Vedic scriptures, the Sunday school also facilitates many attractions which include monthly service Sundays, exhibition days, picnic days, movie nights, special activity days, summer camps, competitions, and much more. Sunday school classes are conducted on Sundays between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. We also have Bhagavad-Gita classes for children aged 3 to 15 years. New session begins in September 2022. Registrations for this year are in progress. Please contact Toronto Hare Krishna Temple or email at kids@torontokrishna.com for more details. Today's Krishna Fun School program is facilitated by Bhavamalini Devi Dasi, one of the Krishna Fun School teachers at Iskcon Toronto, and the coordinator for the Krishna Fun School at the Iskcon Hare Krishna Temple in Toronto is Gita Mataji. So thank you all so much for bringing this knowledge and awareness to children that sets the foundation for their years to come. So welcome group, the stage is for you. Hari Bol! All right, so the first performance for the Krishna Fun School is Shiva Kirtanam by Krivi Sharma. It is a classical dance. It's Bharatanatyam. Her guru is Mudra Bhatt from Nritya Kala Mandir. So please give it up for Krivi Sharma doing a Bharatanatyam dance. Give her a round of applause, please.
Din nam
a beautiful dance by Krivi Sharma. Thank you so much, my dear. So the next item we have for the Krishna Fun School is chapter 7 of Bhagavad-Gita. It is going to be presented by the group, and the teacher is Hemanti Mataji. So thank you so much. And can we have the Krishna Fun School come recite your Bhagavad Gita chapter 7, please?